Yeah, this is Black Light, Guiding Light, the Motivator, the Aboriginal Universal Supreme Conscious Council of the Elders, coming at you on Cyberspace Ministry, on the Soul School channel, on YouTube. And we've been talking about Motown sound, Master Farad, and Elijah. And what my objective is to my objective is to show you where Motown is the center of black energy. Motown is the center of black energy. In the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, parts of the 80s, Motown has been producing black energy. In other words, we were the trailblazers for music, for spirituality, even for fashion, dances. You know, we had the music at one time and the dances. The same kind of house that you would pay $1 million for in LA and in New York, even an apartment building or a duplex, you could get that for in Detroit at one time for 22,000, 30,000, and even of late in the year 2000, you can get a house that you would pay a couple of million, maybe more in LA. You can get it here for $150,000. And a lot of black organizations were based here. We were doing pretty good up until after Mayor Young left. And it started to decline when the death of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So this is my main objective, is to give the blacks in New York, the blacks in Atlanta, the blacks in Texas, the blacks all around the world, Chicago, even Chicago, let you know that the spiritual center of black consciousness was here in Detroit. It has now dissipated to some degree, and the young brothers like Sarah Susan Seti and other brothers that's beginning to come up. They on the come up. They don't know what they're dealing with. They know what they're dealing with, but really they don't know how to deal with it. They don't have no finesse or no smoothness about them. And they just gonna wind up at a dead end unless they wake up a little bit more. They need to wise up a little bit more. And this is my purpose. And I could tell, I know I'm not wrong, because when Seti and Pharaoh and Sarnetta got into that beef with Omar Johnson and the rest of the brothers, Dr. York and all them, they all beefing. They got all the power forces or the power groups beefing with each other. Now, the NAACP, they ain't included, because the NAACP is known as a coon group, source to Urban League. The National Black Network, also with Al Sharpton. Brothers don't have too much confidence in their organizations. Jesse Jackson's Rainbow Coalition, same thing. Matter of fact, the rumor is Jesse Jackson was responsible for King's death, and then, like they trying to say, Farrakhan was responsible for Malcolm's death. Let me tell y'all, first of all, I'm gonna deal with Farrakhan and Malcolm. My uncle hung out with the Malcolm X whole family. Him and Malcolm X was real tight. I wouldn't say real tight, but they were tight. And my mother even know Malcolm. They worked beside Malcolm when she was in the MGT. And the government had Malcolm killed by some brothers, that were previously in prison. And they paid them to kill Malcolm. It's a movie out relating to what I'm talking about called Belly, DMX and Nas. Watch that movie. And you'll see the scenario right in that movie. And but DMX couldn't go out. He couldn't go through with it. He double-crossed the government, in the movie. And those who were involved with Malcolm's death, they were facing a desperate situation where maybe they had to. Maybe their family's life was threatened if they wouldn't carry it out. Now, as far as Jesse Jackson and King, I can't call that one, because my family wasn't that close to the Dr. King's movement as they were to Malcolm. So I can't call that one. And Steve Coakley presented that analysis to us a long time ago, and he demonstrated where it's a probable possibility or probable a surety that Jesse might have knew something about the assassination or had it or was in on it. So we're going to cut this one short and come back with the part 2. Black light out.